So, I decided to do a video. Not sure who for. Maybe just myself in the future. It's Monday, September 13th, 2021. In the midst of all this chaos of Afghanistan and the pandemic and all that fun stuff, I'm here with John. Hey, baby.
Hello.
Where are we? Florida?
Something like that.
Something like that. We drove...
West Palm Beach.
Yes, West Palm
Lake
Beach.
something, I don't know.
Oh, Lake Worth. Yes, in Lake Worth. We're in this cute little tiny house, basically. Somebody's old garage that got converted for like an Airbnb thing. And thought it would be nicer to stay here for my recovery than being in a noisy hotel. So my surgery is scheduled for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be there at noon.
She still struggles to make eye contact.
Yes, I do. I don't know, it's just one of those things you're just going to have to deal.
Okay.
I'm getting my right foot amputated below the knee after 32 years of chronic pain and just a lot of things. So a lot of trauma, a lot of inability to do things, and just being held back. So, and I know there's lots of people out there that push through and all of that, and that's great. And I feel like I've done the best that I can with the cards that I was dealt. But it's kind of at a point now after many surgeries and braces and other minor surgeries and rejecting hardware and breaking my feet just from walking and missing out on a lot of things with in life and with my kids, that this is my opportunity to have a better quality of life. So I know that it's not a cure-all. I know that it's not going to fix everything. There's no toxic positivity here, believe me. I've seen enough pain to know that there's never a perfect solution or a miracle for these kinds of things that's in the medicine world for these kinds of issues. And it's just going to be a different type of lifestyle. It's just going to be something that will have its own challenges, and it'll have setbacks, and I'll have bad days.
And you're allowed to.
Yes, and you're allowed to have bad days when you have chronic pain and conditions and invisible illnesses, and even things that people can see. It's okay to not be okay. It's what you do when you get up the next day. It's about not living in it and letting it consume you. So I want to do more than just exist. And this is one of my opportunities to be able to do more than just exist, more than just survive. A lot of people like to say that people with chronic pain or, chronic illnesses and stuff, that, they're such survivors, which I understand where people come from with that. And they feel that it's encouraging, and it can be encouraging. But a lot of us want to do more than just survive. We want to thrive. And
You're working on it.
I'm working on it.
In more ways than one.
I know. So it starts with, wanting it for yourself, learning to advocate and fight for yourself and what you need, and finding those doctors that will listen to where you are, your goals, where you want to be, and why. There's never a one-size-fits-all solution, and those doctors do exist. They are out there. They just unfortunately are hard to come by, and sometimes you travel 2,000 miles to get to them. I feel very blessed. As even going through my bad days and my anxiety and my fears, and yes, I am scared shitless. Believe me, I am afraid, but I've seen and I've had people tell me, being brave or having courage is not being afraid. It's still being afraid, but doing it anyway. doing what you feel you have to do, which I experienced that when I had cancer a few years ago. See the scar there? And finding out I had cancer of my thyroid and that I was surprised pregnant on the same day, and really not having any option of other than, no, you have to have surgery while you're pregnant and it's incredibly dangerous and you might lose the baby, and you do it anyway. So and yes, she's beautiful and healthy and happy and 3.5 now. So and I'm fine, cancer free, and this is just
she's Ella.
She's Ella, yes. So she tells everybody. You say hi to her, she's like, "Hi, Ella." Like, okay. so you don't have to be so aggressive. So she's got that fierce spirit, and this is just another thing. It's just another part of the book that's my life. It's just another chapter, and it'll morph and evolve into something else, of a new lifestyle of getting fittings and prosthetics and, learning my body again, which is something I'm familiar with, of, the years of surgeries of learning how to rewalk on a new shaped foot, and, or breaking my foot and being in crutches, for a whole year, or more. And this will be new, but this will allow me to hopefully live a better life. My prognosis as is not good.
Drop the hopefully.
Hopefully. This will allow me to live a better life. Is that better?
You.
Okay. Yes. And support. Support is very important. And not support of just being... yeah, no, you do you. It's great. It's, the support of somebody being there for you who's like, well, let's talk about this. What are your options? How's your doctor? And all of those different things, and asking the hard questions and having that intimacy. There's, big difference between romance and intimacy, and having people in your life that you trust.
Some of us guys still get it.
Yes, some do. And I'm very, very thankful to be with someone who does understand and can support me in multiple ways. And like I said, I just, instead of feeling angry or frustrated or, out of control, I really do feel that thankful and grateful that I have the opportunities, that I live where I do live, that I could find somebody who was willing to listen after years of being shut down. And I get to make this choice, that this is what's best for me. There's a lot of amputees out there that never got that choice through injury, accident, cancer, those kinds of things. And the choice was taken from them. They weren't allowed the time to process, what life would be like, going from a healthy body, very capable, able-bodied person to, having that ripped away from them. That's beyond traumatizing. And this is not that. I've never been totally able-bodied. I've always, had the disability. I've always been in pain. I've always had to make modifications and those kinds of things. And so I have at least somewhat an idea of what to expect of when it comes to slowing down and listening to your body and realizing that there are things I won't be able to do, or learning how to be able to do them again. So I do feel very grateful that I have this opportunity to have this time to reflect and to pray and to pause and to plan. So I'm excited to see where I am. I'm scared because of COVID restrictions, even though, of course, they're in a completely different wing of the hospital with separate nurses and everything. They're not allowing visitors, so I basically have to go through this alone, which is frustrating.
For the one night.
For the one night. And so, but I keep thinking like it's just one night, and I can do that.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out a way to get in there, okay?
Dress you up in scrubs.
I can play Dr. John.
Oh, yeah, I can play Dr. John. Nice. Laughter's important. And we had, was it last night or the night before? We started saying something. We just went back and forth. I think we laughed for like 10 minutes straight.
That was last night.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like that deep belly laughter where you just are like, what is wrong with me? And it was a huge release.
Even if you have to laugh at yourself, it's very important to
That's
laugh.
the best kind. Well, we've already talked about, that I'm going to apply for my new job as Eileen at IHOP. I feel like it's very appropriate. Like that's the kind of humor that I need in my life. So, because I can't really do much to change the bad or the crap. It is what it is. And
So later on in life, when I get a dog, can we play fetch with your leg?
wow. No, you have to turn it into a chuck-it. Can use the socket to hold the ball and, just toss the whole
I figure with fetch, we could use that as a way to train her to grab your leg.
Oh, so she can fetch it for me in the morning and be like, hey, go get my leg. Also, if you're easily offended, this is not for you.
And we don't care.
We do not care. No. Oh, God. I don't know. I'm happy that this is the way that it's turned out. There's a lot of negative things that have happened in my life, especially this last year. And this could have ended really badly or not happened at all. And I would have still been stuck in that horrible place of just being miserable, just existing and, not seeing a light at the end of the tunnel and nothing to reach for, nothing to grow towards. And instead it's worked out this way. And it's been a lot of growth mentally and spiritually this year, and it's been hard, but it's been wonderful. What's that saying you always say? Anything worth having is worth working hard for, or something like that. Or it's not worth it if it's not, I don't know, you and your southern things. So.
If it comes easy, it's not worth having.
Yeah, there it is. And it's just, that's really stuck with me, and I'm really happy with where I am. So, I don't know, less than 24 hours. I won't have a leg below my knee, and it'll be a good thing. So, it's shocking to a lot of people that don't understand how you could get to a point in your life like this. But for those that understand, that So, and you don't have to lose your leg to know. Like, there's many different types of illnesses and pain diseases out there that if you had a chance to make it end, or a chance for even to improve it, even if it seemed extreme, you would, most people would do it. So I'm excited about the opportunities that I get to have. That's what I'm focusing on, more opportunities to go places with my kids, more opportunities to take them somewhere, to not have to say no to certain events, to be able to go to the beach without dreading the pain that it causes to walk on sand. It's just...
But yes, we did do that so you could feel the sand between your toes again.
I did. The one last time, just to... And yes, I was in pain significantly.
Yes, she was.
During and afterwards, but I wanted that memory. And I'm excited to compare it to the future. So I just, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'll be okay. And it'll be new. It'll be different. And I'm excited to see the growth that comes with it. And staying realistic and hopeful. So... we'll see. It'll be good. I know.
I'm going to get that negative talk out of your head just yet.
I know. See, this is what I mean about support. Having somebody in your life to nudge you in the right directions. So.
Even if she does get aggravated at me at times, I don't care.
I know. I love you.
I love you dearly.
All right. I'll see you post-amputation. Should be fun. I do hear that they got good drugs, so, that should help.
It's a lot of this good stuff.
Right? Just zonk out. Just pass out for the whole night, so should be good. All right. See you on the other side.